Hello everyone, myself Ashish Chaudhary from IIIT Bangalore, and I will be talking about brief announcement, optimally resilient, unconditionally secure asynchronous multi-party computation revisited. So here is a brief summary of the paper. In this work, we propose a new MPC protocol in the asynchronous setting. The protocol provides unconditional security. It has the optimal resilience of t less than n over 3, where n is the number of participants and t is the maximum number of faults which can happen during the execution of the protocol. And per multiplication gate, the protocol requires a communication complexity of n to the power 4 times kappa number of bits, where kappa is the statistical security parameter. So this protocol has to be compared with the previous best protocol with same resilience and security, which requires a communication complexity of n power 5 times kappa bits per multiplication gate due to Patra et al. And we get a saving of order n in the communication complexity. As a new contribution, we present a new and simple and communication efficient protocol for verifiably generating asynchronous complete secret sharing. So let us begin with the problem of secure multi-party computation as introduced by Yao. So we have a set of n mutually distrusting parties, and the distrust in the system is modeled by a centralized adversary which can corrupt any t out of the n parties. There is an n-array function, and the goal is to design an interactive protocol which allows the parties to compute the function of their private inputs. So we require a protocol which achieves the following properties, namely privacy of the inputs, which informally means that the inputs of the honest parties should remain as private as possible. We require the correctness property, which demands that irrespective of the behavior of the corrupt parties, the honest parties should obtain the right output. We require independence of inputs, which informally means that the adversary should not be able to provide an input depending upon the inputs of the honest parties. We need guaranteed output delivery, which demands that irrespective of the adversarial behavior, the honest parties should obtain the output. And we can demand several other properties from the protocol. So informally, the security of any MPC protocol is formalized by saying that the interaction happening among the parties should be equivalent to as if the parties are interacting with a trusted third party by providing their respective inputs to the trusted third party who computes the function output and gives back the function output to everyone. So due to its central importance in secure distributed computing, the MPC problem has been widely studied. Depending upon the type of communication, we can have synchronous MPC protocols or asynchronous MPC protocols. The computing power of the adversary could be bounded, in which case we obtain cryptographic security, or the adversary could be computationally unbounded, giving us the notion of unconditionally secure protocol. Uh, Depending upon the type of corruption, we can have either passive corruption or malicious, or also known as Byzantine corruption, and so on. So in this work, we consider the most powerful adversarial model, namely we consider asynchronous communication setting. We assume that the adversary is computationally unbounded and it is malicious. So in the asynchronous communication model, we assume that there is no global clock and parties have local clocks, and the communication channels among the parties have unbounded delay, due to which there is no upper bound on the message delivery, due to which if a receiver is expected a message from a designated sender and the message does not come, then the receiver does not know how long it has to wait for the message. More specifically, in asynchronous communication model, we cannot make any distinction between a slow but honest sender and a corrupt sender. So if we consider a scenario where we are running an asynchronous protocol among n parties and among t of them could be corrupt, then no party can wait for communication from all the n parties, as up to t bad parties may not send their expected messages. So the best that we can do is as soon as a party receives communication from any set of n minus t parties, it has to go to the next step of the protocol. But in this process, communication from up to t potentially honest parties may get ignored. So in the asynchronous communication model, to model the worst case scenario, we assume that the network itself is the adversary and the message scheduling is controlled by an adversary. So it's easy to see that compared to the synchronous communication model, asynchronous communication model is more practical because if you consider real world networks like the internet, they are inherently asynchronous. So since we are presenting an unconditionally secure MPC protocol, let me discuss the idea used in any generic unconditionally secure MPC protocol, irrespective of whether it is in the synchronous setting or asynchronous setting. So the first thing that we do is we assume that the function f, which needs to be securely computed by the participants, is abstracted by some arithmetic circuit. So for instance, if this is a computation of function which the parties are interested to compute, where x1, x2, x3, and x4 are the inputs of the respective parties, then this computation can be abstracted by this arithmetic circuit over some algebraic structure, which is typically a field consisting of plus gates and multiplication gates over the finite field. And once we have this circuit representation, the goal of any MPC protocol is to perform what we call as shared circuit evaluation, where the parties maintain the invariant that each value during the circuit evaluation is not available in clear to any of the parties, but rather it is available in a T-shared fashion as per some linear secret sharing. So informally, this T-sharing means that the exact value will not be known to any party, but rather each party will have a share of that value, and those shares will be generated by some secret sharing scheme, typically a linear secret sharing scheme, which will have the property that any set of these shares is independent of the actual value. So if we evaluate each gate of the circuit by maintaining this invariant, then because of the fact that my secret sharing scheme is linear, evaluating the linear gates or the addition gates will be non-interactive, but evaluating the multiplication gates will require interaction among the parties, and due to which the focus of any generic MPC protocol is shifted to how much communication, how much interaction is involved for evaluating the multiplication gates. So these are the relevant results in the domain of unconditionally secure asynchronous MPC. So it is well known that if we want perfect security, and by perfect security I mean that all the required security guarantees are achieved in an error-free fashion, then this is possible if and only if t is strictly less than n over 4. And this bound is due to Benor et al., published way back in 93. Whereas if we want statistical security, where the security properties are guaranteed with a high probability, then this is possible if and only if t is strictly less than n over 3. And this result is also due to Benor et al., published in 94. So in this work, our focus is on statistical security, and that too with optimal resilience. So this is the bit complexity of optimally resilient, statistically secure asynchronous MPC protocols with the optimal resilience of t less than n over 3. So the work due to Benor et al. Has an enormously high communication complexity per multiplication gate, namely n power 11 times kappa power 4, where kappa is the statistical security parameter. Then work due to Patra et al. Significantly improved the communication complexity to n power 5 times kappa bits. And in this paper, we further improved the communication complexity by a factor of ordering. So let me discuss the challenges which are involved in designing an unconditionally secure asynchronous MPC protocol with the optimal resilience of t less than n over 3. So as discussed few slides back, the key primitive that is used is that of secret sharing, where it will be ensured that each value is available in a secret shared fashion. And typically the secret sharing scheme which is used is that of Summit secret sharing with threshold T. So in the semi-honest setting, if we want to secret share a value, specifically if there is a dealer with a secret S which it wants to secret share among n participants, then in the Summit secret sharing, it is done by letting the dealer pick a random polynomial of degree t whose constant coefficient or whose value at 0 is s, and this polynomial is evaluated at n publicly known distinct values, and the evaluations are considered as the shares for the respective parties. Okay, so now if we want to get the effect, or if we want to invoke this primitive in the asynchronous setting, and that too against a malicious adversary, then there are lots of challenges involved. And due to that, we get what we call as incomplete secret sharing. So what this incomplete secret sharing scheme means is the following. Since we are in the asynchronous setting, we cannot get a confirmation that all the n participants have got their shares. Right? So at most we can get the confirmation from n minus t participants that they got their shares. And out of this n minus t participants, at the time of reconstructing the values, T shareholders may further drop. They may not report their shares because we are in the asynchronous communication setting. So at most, these many shares may be available during the reconstruction phase at the time of reconstructing a shared value. And if I consider the optimal resilience of n equal to 3t plus 1, then n minus 2t will be t plus 1. And among those t plus 1 parties, there will be only one honest shareholder who has reported the correct share. That means we will have insufficient number of correct shares available at the time of reconstructing a secret shared value, and due to which we cannot apply any kind of error correction to identify the good shares from the bad shares. So in summary, shared circuit evaluation is not possible with incomplete secret sharing, where it is not guaranteed that all the good participants have obtained their shares. So due to this, getting a complete secret sharing protocol or a version of Summit secret sharing which ensures that all the good participants have got their shares at the end of the sharing phase is a very difficult task. And the notion or the primitive which ensures that is called as asynchronous complete secret sharing. So this is the approach of Benor et al. Of designing their asynchronous complete secret sharing protocol. They used lots of sub protocols like AICP, ARS, and okay, so sorry, there is just one invocation of ARS. Then from ARS, they designed AWSS, then 2 and some AWSS, which is used for designing ABSS, and then finally ACSS. So as you can see that since the final ACSS is built on the top of so many sub protocols, it is communication heavy and also complex to understand. Patra et al. Simplified this approach by getting rid of many sub-protocols and significantly improving the communication complexity in the process. Our approach is that we further get rid of the AWSS primitive that's not there anymore. And due to that, we get a saving of order n in the communication complexity. So if you are interested to see the full details, the full version of the paper is available at ePrint Archive under report number 906. Thank you.